Looking for a fun tutorial for your little sketchbook? I have many in here. Today we're going to be painting this wonderful birch tree spring tutorial to fill your little sketchbook. I have all these tutorials on YouTube here. So let's get started in painting this fun spring tutorial. Okay, so I have a Tumartra sketchbook. It's 100% cotton and it's small. I think this is in my Amazon shop. Some of these sketches in here, paintings in here, I have on YouTube. Some I don't. Some of these are fun little sketches, paintings. I think I have this one on YouTube for sure. This one I did in my own. This one was one of the retreats we were on. This one's on YouTube. This is Kent, England. I can pull this up. YouTube also. Some I did in my own. And out in Bend, Oregon. Playing. I think this one's on YouTube. Maybe this one too. See what's on. I can't seem to get the pages right. Oh, they're sticking. Yep. One of these on too. This is negative painting. This one's on YouTube. This is fun doing ink and wash. This one too, ink and wash. Another really great fun garden ink and wash one. But today we're not doing that. We're going to do just a regular wash. I'm going to clip this down. So I thought we'd do some like spring trees, kind of like birch trees. I found this photograph. I'll link it below. Some birch trees, some regular trees, kind of fun. There's a little path. You can sit there and this is like a 4x6 inch like size paper, and the path kind of goes from here and kind of wiggles in this way. Actually, I had the opposite way. I'm losing it. And why did it look like it was going that way? I don't know. Anyway, so it kind of wiggles that way, this way, and that way. And then we see a tree here on the side. And you can just kind of follow exactly what you see or add some fun stuff. So I'm just going to draw the tree and it kind of goes up to the edge. There's one tree here. There's some little birch trees back there. There's a birch tree here. I'm going to just fix this road a little bit because it kind of goes this way. I'm going to go back here. It's not really a road per se, a little path. And then we have a birch tree kind of coming up in here. And then a few over here. I love to paint birch trees. They're so much fun. There's one coming down here. Behind that one. With some little grasses. Just kind of mapping out where they're going to go. And then there's probably like a smaller two ones out here. And then back here, just put one up here. This tree's covering it. You can't really see a lot of it. And there's a little path and a lot of green. And looks like some green inside this area. So it's just kind of wiggling your pencil and kind of this way. And there's like a little tree. I don't need to copy it exactly as it is. So here's the big tree. There's some birch. No, excuse me, not birch. Bark coming off this. I'm just going to draw a little bit of branches coming off this with my pencil and indicate where I'm going to put some of the bark and non-bark. A little bit of grass, and there's a little tree there. All right, so we've kind of mapped it out. I might erase some lines there. And then we'll start with a nice, lovely brush. This background area, even though it's green, 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 we don't have to necessarily paint it that way. We can change it up a little bit, and I'm going to do that. So I'm showing you how you see this, just a lot of green, a lot of green, a lot of green. You can keep some green, but take out some green. We can show some blue in the background. I'm going to grab some cobalt. I'm using a Princeton 10 round Aqua Elite Series brush. I always put the description of what I'm using in the description box. So look for that. And I'm just going to go loosely go in here and throw in this color. Like I said, you don't have to follow what the photograph is. You can just kind of put, I'm going obviously around my birch trees and I'm going very loosely, like so. Coming down here. Now I'm going to clean up my brush. Put a little bit of clear water here, coming down next to the tree. and then I'll put the green in there. See, I'm bringing it down. I'll grab some cadmium yellow deep. I could even mix it in this. And add a little Prussian blue. Or I can go back and add some cobalt to change the green tone. I can add a little red or brown to change the color again. But here's the color. So this is wet, and I'm just going to tap this color back here. Now we can make it lighter with more yellow. I mean brighter, I'm sorry, not lighter. Brighter green. See, just going to tap that color while it's still damp and wet and let it bleed up into the blue a little bit. Just in between my trees. Now, I know you guys can draw trees. They're pretty simple. See, I'm just putting that color. I'll add a little bit more yellow. Can add some, mix it in here. Put it up in here. Now that's pretty light. I'm just going to clean up my brush. This didn't bleed as much as the other ones, and I want a nice, pretty soft bleed like these guys. So I'm just going to clean up my brush and just get some damp water on my brush and just kind of move up the paint like that. Now here we can add a little depth by adding a little bit darker green by grabbing some more Prussian blue and burnt umber and just kind of putting that color now like darker on the bottom, and that should bleed upward. But if it doesn't, it's a simple way to make some simple trees. I can add a little bit more color here. Just going the negative space around the trees. Isn't that cute? And that's how you do it. Now we can still use this greens that we have mixed up in here, kind of play with putting some of that in and around this area, the grassy area here. I'm going to be grabbing some burnt sienna too. Just throw that, add a little bit more yellow if you want to make it a little bright. I'm just putting some grass in between my trees on the ground a little bit. It's really kind of quick and simple. Grabbing some more of that color. Just kind of filling the space. And you can go right up into our background green. So we just have put that color in there. I'm trying not to get on my road. Keeping it simple. I'm going to grab my burnt sienna, well, this other color from Daniel Smith I like, quinacridone sienna. It's kind of fun. Now that road is gray and brown. You can keep it that way by adding a little bit of ultramarine blue deep. Make it a different color, right? So it's more of a brown color. But if you want to make it a little bit brighter, change it. Add some quinacridone sienna. Here's that brown color. Gonna kind of make it kind of fairly light by adding some more water. And then we're going to put the shadows in a bit. So this is a light brown pathway. Kind of going in here. Simple, going out that way. It's still very wet, like I said. And we can use this brown. I'm going to add a little bit more blue. Make it grayer for our tree. I'm going to water it down just a bit. For this tree. This one's the brown tree. The other ones are going to make birch trees. So go down to the bottom and just fill that in. It's like our first wash of color. If you want to add a little bit more color, I'll grab quinacridone sienna or burnt sienna and some ultramarine blue deep and get that little bit more deeper brown. And I could bleed a little color on the left hand side. Just tapping the brush like so. Going down to the bottom here. And we can use some of that color on the bottom of the birch down this way. Going up, out that way, a little back this way. Mixing with some green. Clean up my brush. And then just move it around, blend it. Some deeper greens back here. It's all starting to dry. I'm going to go back and take some green, mix some green, but yellow and the Prussian blue. Now this is fairly thick. You can hardly move it. If you want to add a little bit more water to it, you can move it more. And we can start to play with just kind of putting in some more greens in here. Not too much. Just wiggling, adding the green. Because this is kind of like a washed out light green. And we can add in a little bit more greens just by wiggling our brush up and down. Use the tip of it to indicate some grass. Now we've got grasses in this road. You can just start to break it up. And then add a little bit green back here. I don't want to fuss with it too much. Adding some green back here. It's just a little fun, kind of like a sketch in a way. Adding another layer of green back here. Okay. You can also just take some of the green, tap it on a paper towel, and kind of roll it across to get these little marks like dry brush, and roll it across our road. Just a bunch of different ways to play with it. I might want to fill in this space a little bit more. And then of course the back here we're going to get this a little bit darker with some shadows, but we're going to let it dry. So our birch trees should have some grays to them, or blues. I'm going to grab my ultramarine blue deep and mix it into this gray, a little bit more blue. So you get like a bluish gray. Perfect for our birch tree. You can take that very loose watercolor, tap it on a paper towel, and I'm just going to paint this side of the trees, the birch trees here. So you don't fill it all the way in, just the left side of it, like halfway through. Get a little bit darker on that one, and then some of these. Just one side. Gonna let that dry, and we'll come back in and we'll start to add some deeper color. You get a little bit darker on the bottom by adding another wash of this color. You see how the light's coming through? We can take the same gray, let's see if this is dry, and start to put this on our big tree. See that? Get that shadow. Now the shadow could be even more darker, more intense, so we can thicker paint. So ultramarine blue deep and burnt sienna. A little bit thicker. And then it's not so light, but they want a lighter shadow. That's more of a dark, deep shadow. There's a lot of like gray nuances in the tree. Take some of this lighter color and start to just kind of bring down little lines and wiggle in that, and add some quinacridone sienna in some areas. And just fill that in a little bit here, up in there. And then of course we have our branches. I would generally put them in towards the end. And wait, I'm going to add a little bit darker color down the bottom here. There is a little light coming through here. I'm just going to lift this little corner. And that's just taking a damp brush and just lifting the paint, like mopping it and lifting it up. There's a little lighter right there. And I'll go back and fill this darker area in. Okay, same with this brown gray. We're going to just take some of these grays and go down across here. And a little thicker. And a little bit darker back here, going across the road. Adding in some of the shadows. Okay, so like I said, you grab the ultramarine blue deep and burnt sienna. Make like a nice bluish gray color, and you can put that going across some of these areas here. You see a lot of the shading coming in here. You're just kind of wiggling your brush and filling it in certain areas, and then down of course here you see nice shadows kind of bending down, going out, a few like this, going up, filling in like that, and then it goes in the back. I really can't see what's behind this tree. I'm just imagining that it's in there. And then of course I'll add a little bit darker shadow on the bottom If I want a little bit darker on the left hand side, I'll do that. I'll make these a little bit darker. And of course, even this shadow, I could just go one more pass, make it a little bit darker. There is a little lift from some of the bark, so I'll make this thicker and just do like a little line here. You can see from the bark, a little bit darker, and then the branch. You can see some of the branches. You can take a skinny brush for that, but and it's a little dark shadow, a little bit darker than that, coming down. There's some trees back here. So before I do that, I want to put some green for like maybe some leaves. I'm going to grab some yellow and Prussian blue. A little bit thick, less watery. We just kind of tap, move a brush around like this. Up here. Get some of that in. A little bit of this goes a long way. You can even roll the brush, like you just kind of take the brush in the end and kind of roll it for leaves. It's just simple like that. Roll, roll, roll your leaves. Okay, I'm going to grab my Princeton 8 long round, same series, Aqua, and this will be the little black-ish kind of lines you see on the birch trees. Same two colors, ultramarine blue deep and burnt sienna. And just a little bit thicker, and we kind of just tap and kind of pull little lines. Some can be a little thicker. And you can kind of roll it on the side. Tap. And just go like that. A little thicker dots. Curve, maybe some more, a little bit less on some areas. And then of course we'll add some branches. This has a great point to it, so it's great pointy, skinny branches coming off this one. Going this way, poking through. Look how cute. And last but not least, we'll add some grasses to the bottom with our greens. I'll add a bit darker green. Just add some Prussian blue and some burnt umber. And just add some darker grasses coming through here. The grasses, just taking your brush and just whipping it up like this. You can make them longer if you want. Just going to grab a little bit more water, peeking through, and then maybe make it a little bit darker down here where the birch tree stops in the bottom, and a little bit darker back here. Isn't that cute? Little spring birch tree tutorial. Kind of fun. Now this is very bright. If you don't want it so bright on that white part, you just dilute some of this color and make it a little bit more gray, or it's up to you how you want the sun to hit it. Make this one a little bit darker back here. And you can put some maybe brown trees back here. Add a little bit more burnt sienna and add some burnt, just little trees back here poking through. Super cute. So I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know. If you want to be a Patreon member and watch the extended version, click the link in the description box below to get the extended version. But this is super fun, easy. To give you a link in here. You can add all kinds of elements in there, put a little sign on the little tree, whatever you want to do. Super cute, fun spring landscape tutorial. Yeah. All right. Let me know how you like this. Put some comments below, and take care, and I'll speak to you soon.